Hey, 7th graders, continuing our look at percentages. Today we're looking at lesson 7, which is markup and markdown problems, and then lesson 8, which is percent error problems. So first we have some definitions. So markup is the amount of, this should be price, increase in a price. Markdown is the amount of decrease in a price. Original price is the starting price, sometimes called the cost or wholesale price. The selling price is the original price plus the markup or minus the markdown. So the markup rate is the percent increase in the price, and the markdown rate is the percent decrease in the price. And then just the equations for markup. So the selling price equals 1 plus M, which is the markup rate, times the whole price. And the markdown is the same thing, but 1 minus the markdown rate. Okay? So let's look at some examples. Games Galore Superstore buys the latest video game at a wholesale price, so original price, of $30. The markup rate at Games Galore Superstore is 40%. You use your allowance to purchase the game at the store. How much will you pay, not including tax? So we have to figure out what the markup is. So it says write an equation to find the price of the game. So quantity equals percent times whole, and where P, in this case, P is the price of the game. So the price of the game equals, we're adding those percents because it's a markup, 140 times 30. Okay, so that's our equation. And we're actually going to write it as 1.4 though, because we always write those as decimals. So, it should be 1.4 times 30 equals $42. So now if you were asked to find the markup price, so what's the markup? You take 42 minus 30 and you get $12. So it's a $12 markup. All right, next. A $300 mountain bike is discounted, so marked down, by 30% and then discounted an additional 10% for shoppers who arrive before 5 a.m. So something to note when it says an additional, it's 10% off the first discount price. So you first have to find 30% of 300, then you find 10% of whatever that is. So find the sales price of the bike. So we're going to take 100 minus 30 because it's a markdown, and then in the second option, 100 minus 10. So we get 0.7 times 300, so the first discount is $210 is how much you're paying for the bike. Now if you get the extra 10%, 0.9 times 210, so the additional discount brings it down to only $189. Okay, so 2 steps when you're asked to find an additional discount. First find the original discount price and then find the discount from the first discount. All right, now we're looking at percent error. So a real estate agent expected 18 people to show up for an open house, but 25 attended. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We have an equation, and I wrote it wrong there. Okay, sorry about that. So there should be, do you remember absolute value? There should be absolute value brackets around these. So let's just do that quick here. Okay, and then I'll do it with the next one. Just bear with me here for a second. The reason that there's the absolute value is because you can't find a negative in this case. So they want it to always be positive. Okay, I fixed it there already. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so we have 18 minus 25 over 25 times 100. So 18 minus 25 is going to be 7. 7 over 25 times 100 ends up being a 28% error. So the easiest way to figure that out is 25 times 4 is 100, 7 times 4 is 28. So there's a 28% error. All right, next. In science class, Mrs. Moore's students were directed to weigh a 300-gram mass on the balance scale. Tina weighed the object and reported 328. So 328 minus 300 is 28 over 300 times 100 is a 9.3% error. So always round to the nearest tenth of a decimal. You have to. So a couple notes of this. So the absolute error is defined as a minus x, where x is the exact value of a quantity. So in this case, it was 25. And a is an approximate value. Okay, so she assumed it was 18. So then the percent error is defined as a minus x over x times 100. So the absolute error will tell how big the error is, but the percent error compares the error to the actual value. So a good measurement, if you're measuring the distance for something, has a small percent error. Okay, so that's what we did here. So the actual number, here's the estimated, over the actual number times 100. All right, that's it for today. Complete the uploaded questions for lessons 7 and 8. There is a Khan Academy video and IXL skills for extra help if you need them, or let me know too. And other than that, have a wonderful day.